Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents.
Hello, agents, and welcome to the Marvel Future Fight version 620 update stream. I am your host, Kim. Happy to be here, and we have a lot of stuff to get through. A lot of awesome content is coming, but first I want to talk about something that I think is probably on the forefront of everyone's mind. So recently we put out a call for agents on our social media channels and the official forum to give constructive feedback on how to improve Marvel Future Fight, and we are happy to say there were nearly 9,000 recorded submissions from you on what we can do better. And it's great to see there are so many of you who truly care about the positive development of this game. We are still going through all of your feedback. There is a lot, but the team is getting through it all, and we are going to work on a plan to bring actionable change to the game. And we recognize there is a lot of room for improvement, as well as issues that absolutely must be addressed. As many of you know, the game development cycle is quite lengthy, so this will be an ongoing subject that we will talk about and update you on. So please stick by as the team works hard to better the game that we all care about. We are very honored to have such a passionate community, and we are honored for your support. Please look for a more detailed developer note the second week of July that will speak to the results of the event. It will provide an update on an ongoing roadmap for improvement based on all of the feedback thus far. So please stay tuned, and there will be more to come. We will keep you informed for that. Now, moving on to version 620. This update is all about the Hulk and Hulk characters. It is a gamma radiated update, and it's very fun. It's primarily based on Immortal Hulk, which is where Hulk's uniform will come from this time. It's an awesome comic run. I definitely recommend it. I'm going to talk about it more later. Don't you worry about that. It's my favorite. But we do have several other characters and uniforms who are being introduced. And the new ones for this time are Abomination and Red She-Hulk. There will be new uniforms for familiar characters, Amadeus Cho, She-Hulk, and of course the Hulk himself, who I mentioned off the top. And there will be story missions and a new game mode to come. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to patch in my friend Cage, but first, check out this video. Everyone, I want to welcome my friend Cage, who is here to tell us all about what is going on in this update. Welcome back, Cage.
Hi, everybody. Certainly glad to be here. Always fun to see you, agents, and hope you all are doing fine and you guys are safe.
Yes, of course. So this update is all about Hulk. Different gamma radiated heroes, not so much heroes, different characters. Specifically, we're looking at the comic run Immortal Hulk, which is a really interesting look at the Hulk. It is scary. This is more of a horror series, and there is a lot of body horror. If you are into this kind of grotesque art, that it reminded me of watching horror movies, just from the 80s and 90s, of this really, really crazy body horror. It's been an interesting look at it, and it's definitely changed how I view Bruce Banner and the Hulk. I think this might be the strongest version of the Hulk ever. What do you think?
Well, yeah, based on my findings, because I wasn't really too knowledgeable of the Immortal Hulk until they told us what the theme of the update was going to be based on. So I think I read several of the issues. I think so far I was around 15 or 16 issues in. And I got to see, this is definitely one of the more spookier, scarier, or eerie versions of the Hulk, because again, he has that menacing smile, and you'll see more of that in the update as well. But I definitely said this is definitely one of the more, he is one of the more powerful and one of the more intelligent, and also which also in a sense makes him one of the more scarier ones, because again, there's nothing more scary than an intelligent Hulk that can just destroy everything and is fully coherent in what he does. He is intelligent, and he's not like previous versions where he's just dying to break out of Banner. He's kind of just always around Banner, or in his mind, in the form of hints and getting a gut feeling about things, intuition, as opposed to Banner's logical side. Mm-hmm. And he comes out at night. The night is his time. Mm-hmm. So, but one thing that does make the Hulk interesting is, at least with this Hulk also, that he's, no matter how, again, he is a powerhouse, but what makes him cool is the fact that, again, he still cares for Bruce. He like you mentioned, the night is his time, but his whole thing is caring, make sure that Bruce is taken care of. Mm-hmm. And so it's an odd balance of being, it's a little bit, it's sweet, but at the same time, it's still scary. So it's scary. It's scary. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to get back to Immortal Hulk, but let's go over some of the characters that we are going to see in this update. The first one is a new one. Tell us about it. So the first one on the list we actually have is Abomination. And next one we have is Red She-Hulk, but we're going to go ahead and just jump straight to Abomination. So Abomination is gamma radiated as well, but I'm not sure I know that much about him, to be honest. Now, this is someone I actually also wasn't really a fan of, or somebody I didn't really know much about until I actually saw his skills in person, and now I want to add him to my personal account. So for agents who don't know, Abomination, or AKA Emil Blonsky, is one of the Hulk's biggest foes. Now, he was a Russian operative that was turned into the monstrous creature you, of course, see before you via the same gamma radiation that actually turned Bruce Banner into the Hulk. So this is somebody, again, he's really cool, and we look forward to, we're pretty sure many players are going to look forward to seeing him in game. Now, you say biggest foes.
Do you mean that in terms of how tall and wide he is? Because he takes up nearly the whole screen.
Well, both. Yeah, one thing you notice, yeah, he is actually pretty tall, like in game as well. And not only that, both his attacks are also pretty intense.
All right, let's get into those attacks.
All right, there he makes his dynamic entrance as he just slams into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see here, he is a combat character for obvious reasons, and all of his attacks are all just brutal. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the Monster's Rage. So this one's pretty basic. Here we can see him just chain together a string of brutal attacks. Nothing too much there. And the next is the second attack, and this is pretty cool. This is the Gamma Eruption. Here you can actually see gamma radiating from each of his attacks, reaching some of the enemies that are actually in the distance. He then smashes the ground, damaging everyone else that's around him.
Something about this looks more like ragged and darker almost than when I see the Hulk's attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just makes him a good foil to the Hulk.
Just out of the gamma radiation even.
Mm-hmm. Next is his third skill, which is the Charged Elite.
Whoa.
So here we can actually see he jumps and lands in front of the enemy and then waits for a brief moment before letting out a haymaker. This skill also increases his overall defense. And this one's pretty brutal, and I said brutal, but I just realized the name also has the word brute in it. This is the fourth skill, which is the Brute Force Shockwave. Now, as I said, this one's pretty brutal. So here Abomination actually smashes the ground with his fist in the direction of the enemy and unleashes a shockwave that damages enemies that are in a line. And take a look at that. It wasn't actually, that wasn't deadly enough. It's actually grants him a buff while actually adding a bit of damage.
Oh, nice.
Now, his fifth skill, of course, fifth skills are always most devastating. This is the Gamma Terror Strike. So
Whoa.
So you can see he makes a dash towards the enemy with both his hands planted to the ground, and then jumps in the air. And after burrowing into the ground, you can actually see a green circle gradually growing brighter, which is like the gamma radiation. And of course, that energy shoots up and that causes it to explode all around it.
Well, he made a beautiful rosette out of the ground before it was smashed to bits.
Yeah. And also, we didn't mention this earlier, but of course, as usual, some of the specs and stats you see in game and what we actually audibly say may not be present in the live build when it goes live. So just keep in mind, many of these stats may change over time.
Thank you. Yes, good to remember.
And that is Abomination. So I look forward to using them. Like I said, I didn't know too much about Abomination, but after reading some more info of him in the comics and also seeing him in game, I'm definitely going to be planning on using him.
All right, so that is Abomination, but we have two new heroes. Abomination's not really a hero, but this second character is Red She-Hulk, who I'm really excited about. This is the alter ego of Elizabeth Betty Ross. She is the daughter of Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk, and she is oftentimes depicted as the wife or girlfriend of Bruce Banner. Though, she's not in her original form anymore. She's undergone some changes, right, Cage?
That's right. Of course, again, she's not to be confused with the Green She-Hulk at all. After her death, she was actually revived by MODOK through the same process that actually made the Red Hulk. So now she's able to manifest her rage, similar to that, of course, the Hulk.
Yes, she is a style icon, and she also has a very large sword.
Yeah, so do you know anything about her sword?
I sure do. So, the sword goes by a couple names. You can guess the second one, but the official one is the Savage Sword of She-Hulk, which is a tongue twister, which I don't know if I can do 3 times fast, but it is made out of Stark Industries repulsor technology and enchanted Uru metal from Asgard. So it's a pretty powerful weapon. Yes. So she's got that to wield, and let's see what kind of damage she can do with it.
All right, and we can see She-Hulk is all ready and set to go. And as of course many people can already see, she is a combat character. And we're going to open up with her first skill, which is the Vicious Fist. Here, pretty basic. You can see that she actually lunges to the enemy and throws a couple punches and delivers a pretty heavy haymaker. And also you can see at the very end of that as well, it actually does fire damage.
Nice.
Next is the Raging Dropkick, and if it's not pretty obvious in the name, after several punches, she actually jumps in the air and delivers, of course, a dropkick.
She's much faster than I expected.
Yeah. So next up is her third skill, which is pretty interesting. This is the Angered Provoking. So here you can see she stomps on the ground and then taunts her enemies. So what the skill actually does is that it actually grants her brief damage immunity while also increasing her attack for every damage that she's dealt. Basically, she accumulates true damage, so any damage that's given to her, it actually increases her overall attack.
I love a good taunt.
So next is her fourth skill, which actually makes use of the sword that you mentioned earlier, Kim. This is the Red Slicer. So after stunning the enemy with her first slash of her sword, she then spins around repeatedly and then slashes the enemy, which also causes them to be all grouped together.
Yeah, savage. That's why they call it that.
So for her fifth and final skill, we have the Blade Eruption. So after a few swings of her sword again, she uppercuts the enemy and then lands on the ground with the sword, causing lava to actually erupt from the ground. This skill actually not only increases her attack, but also causes burn damage, which you can see on her enemies.
Ugh, I love all that air she's getting. And then just this completely over the top, maybe considered overkill lava that just goes on in a giant crater she's created. It's what you get when you combine Stark technology with Asgard magic.
That's right, just another means for destruction. And that does it for the Red She-Hulk. And these are the two new characters that will be added in the v620.
All right, well, let's take a look at some uniforms.
Right, now first on our list for the new uniforms, we have She-Hulk. Now, of course, she's not to be confused with the Red She-Hulk. This is Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters. So Kim, what can you tell us about her?
I love She-Hulk. She is fully herself, and I don't only mean that she's green all the time and a larger version of her original self all the time, but she's very unabashed and unafraid of who she is, and I appreciate that about her. She's also an awesome lawyer, and she has defeated Daredevil in a court battle before, which I respect. Respect, She-Hulk.
That I didn't know.
I did know that, and I say it all the time. In Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is this version that we're looking at here, she does have a slightly different design, and let's take a look at what she can do. All
right, we can see she's all ready and set to go. So with this uniform, you can see she has actually 3 new skills, starting with the first skill, which is for skill number 2. This is the Punishing Dash. Here we can see Jennifer actually runs up and dashes the enemy with her arms kind of spread out. She then pushes the enemies back and then jumps up and then smashes the ground where she lands.
Like someone who runs out right into battle like that, screaming.
I think well, if you have the muscles to build it up like hers, I think she can basically do whatever she wants.
I respect it.
Next up is skill number 4, which is the Gamma Conviction. Here it's actually a pretty stylish move. So after she throws an uppercut, she jumps high in the air for a brief moment before spinning down and striking the ground with her knee, delivering basically like a knee of justice type move.
Love that slow motion.
So this is her 5th move, which is the Shockwave Slam. Now this move is actually pretty cool. So after charging the enemy, she actually then jumps up in the air and comes back down to smash a rolling truck, which causes it to explode. She then uses her power right there to actually put out the fire.
Because she's a good citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice. Destructive, but also responsible.
Right, and the next uniform we have on our list is, of course, Amadeus Cho, another character given his strength by being connected to the Hulk, and now he has this new uniform referred to as Brawn. And with it comes actually 5 new moves. So let's go ahead and just jump straight in and see where it's at.
All right.
So his moves are actually pretty unique and cool. Also, by the way, just a big difference in comparison to his past uniforms, where he's usually more bulky and tall. It's a lot more condensed and more, definitely not like the other Hulks.
He's got a svelte appearance compared to the other Hulks.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, he has 5 new moves. We're going to go ahead and take a look. The first move is pretty simple. It's called the Rage Dash. So like I mentioned, it's pretty basic. He just dashes in and delivers a couple punches. Nothing too much, nothing too fancy there. Next is skill number 2, which is the Furious Uppercut. Here we can actually see him deliver several blows to the enemy while leaving them stunned. So skill number 3 is the Analysis Attack. Here you can see he actually brings up calculations in order to pinpoint the perfect means of attack. With the equation, he's able to actually achieve a different buff to his overall stat, allowing him to deal true damage. So he then delivers a hit to the enemy.
Oh, that's so cool. That's like the boy genius attack.
Yep. And with this one, so for players who just want to buff themselves, they can actually do this attack whether there are enemies nearby or not. So they can just do the if there are no enemies around, you can just push the skill. He'll do his little calculation and he'll gain the buffs without doing the punch.
Nice.
So like I said, it only gets more interesting from here. Next, we have the Fragmentation Punch. So now these 3 skills are pretty devastating. We see him actually dash and barrage to enemies with similar to his previous skills. This causes his enemies to be stunned. However, next we see him warm up and recover health before he does an awesome kick.
I like that. I like how he's like, yeah, my shoulder. All right, ready to go.
And finally, we have his 5th skill. This is the Teleportation Teardown. So as you can see, after preparing to sprint, we see Amadeus basically teleport behind his enemies multiple times, dealing heavy attacks, which also pushes the enemies into a single spot before delivering a final gamma-radiated shockwave. During this attack, not only receive reduced damage, but also creates a buff to your overall stats.
This is a really unexpected move for a Hulk character.
Yeah. And doesn't really think that's it. Apparently, there is one more little secret that's actually being given, and that is Amadeus actually has an awakened skill.
Yes.
So, of course, as all awakened skills happen, all characters usually have some special guests and friends that join in the battle. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So after selecting the skill, which is referred to as the Atlas Tactics, you can see after formulating a plan of attack, Amadeus receives support from his allies, Wave and, of course, Luna Snow, who, of course, are his fellow agents of Atlas.
Those entrances.
And you can see in the aftermath of those combined attacks, not only do enemies get their defense decreased, but also they receive chill damage, courtesy, of course, Luna Snow.
I love it. It's so theatrical. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I think I saw this skill at least a couple times because there's so many. What I love about the awakened skills, you have to do them multiple times. That way you can see all the little details they have for
these cinematic details. Oh, cool.
And then for Amadeus.
All right, well, this is a very Hulkified update, but I know we're missing someone, Cage. Tell us who it is.
That's right, we do have one additional, well, not additional, we all know who he is. He just has a new look, and that is the Immortal Hulk. That's right, for many Hulk fans, we do have the Immortal Hulk now joining the team. Now, for those of you who don't know who the Immortal Hulk is, the Immortal Hulk is one of the most, if not the most powerful incarnation or personas of Banner's rage. He's visually a lot more terrifying, as you can see through with his menacing grin, and he takes over Banner's body at night. Now, this is the uniform that has actually 3 smashing skills. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Okay.
And as you see when he enters the screen, you can see he's already raging. Basic attack.
Whoa.
Now his first skill, like I said, he has 3 new skills. His first attack there is referred to as the Immortal Earthquake. As you see, after he jumps up in the air shortly, he then stomps on the ground with both his feet, causing the ground to break beneath his enemies, causing it to break away in 3 different directions. So that way you can take down multiple.
He is just cratering this field.
Now his next attack is something we're sure fans will definitely enjoy. This is referred to as the Gamma Ray Burst. Now, like I said, this is something we're sure many Hulk fans will enjoy. So in this skill, he actually gathers together all the gamma radiation and unleashes an attack by first letting out an enraged roar. This causes him to grow in size, and then he claps. Now this clap also, when he grows in size, he also increases in size, which grants him a buff. And like I said, you can just see with that attack, it does a fair amount of damage.
Cage, he's the devil himself. It's from the comics. Wow.
So next up is his 5th skill. Now the fifth skill is also a pretty fun one. Let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see what he does here, this is referred to as the Savage Destruction. So what he does here, as you can see, he briefly jumps into the sky, and then he returns with some surprises and gifts. He actually, that's right. What's an awesome skill without some aircrafts? So he jumps into the sky and then brings down a multitude of aircrafts.
He's just sharing. You can never say he's not generous.
And that does it for his 3 new skills. But of course, we do have one additional new thing that makes him unique in this update. So why don't we just go ahead and take a look at that?
What could it be?
That's right, folks. Players have been asking for this for a long time, so we are super happy to announce that. That's right, Hulk will be given T3 this update. His rage has reached new heights, new levels, and we're certainly glad to show them for you today on this stream. All right, there he is, all his raging T3 glory.
He's so happy.
He jumps high in the air. Gets his gamma radiation glowing with his fist, and then slams it in the ground.
He's irradiating everyone!
That's right. You can see at the very end, at the very tip of that attack, you can see the gamma radiated explosion occurring to the enemies before him.
That is potentially deadly. Cool.
Right, you can see, again, once again, jumps up, and then smashes the ground with his enraged fist.
He's so happy. He has no boundaries like Bruce Banner does. That's why he's so happy.
And that does it for all the uniforms.
Awesome. There's one more character, isn't there?
There actually is one more character. So many players will probably notice in the key art, there's probably one less character that was in the key art that wasn't necessarily in this video. So all we can say is it's not a mistake, and to look forward to it soon.
Very cryptic. I'm gonna have to figure this one out Hulk style. Or regular style. We're gonna figure it out. Stay tuned.
So another fun addition that actually has been added to the v620 update is the all-new All-War story mission. This is where players can actually watch many of their favorite characters in action with new cinematic cutscenes. We don't want to give away too much right now, so we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into gameplay and see some of it in action.
All right.
You can see this story is more related to Asgard, so I'm actually going to have Thor, of course, being one of the main characters. Now, currently playing both. No, neither Kim or I are actually playing. This is actually Noah, part of our creative team.
Yes.
And we can see Noah's actually having a little bit of trouble with the frost giants there.
Well, you know, it's not always the easiest thing.
Oh, dang, Noah. And he's holding his own. He's fine.
Frozen for a second.
I mean,
come on, Thor. Break through. That's right.
Of course, not even a multitude of frost giants can handle Thor, though. Oh, and of course, Loki being one of the main antagonists of the storyline. And who's there to be a special guest? We have Wolverine. Now, else we also have Spider-Man. Like this story has everything. Yes, we're certain fans are gonna have so much fun with this story because again, we can see many of your favorite characters just alone. We're taking a look at Wolverine, see Spider-Man, and Thor. All these different heroes are combined together to team up.
Of course.
So next up, we see he actually switched up to Wolverine.
Now you frost giants are in trouble. I mean, more in trouble.
So you can see, similar to the other story mission, we have multiple characters actually being able to help out in the fight. Here, of course, we're seeing Wolverine, Spider-Man, Thor, and Captain Marvel teaming up and helping out.
It's a pretty strong team, I gotta say.
I mean, like, just imagine being a frost giant and then seeing like, oh, these guys are here. I'm gonna go home now.
Just continue to front like these frost giants are. And of course, that is a perilous choice. Nice.
Yeah, I think Noah's doing better as Wolverine than he was doing as Thor.
Everyone has their strengths. Very cool.
And he's ready for the next section.
My sound turned on. Too powerful.
Now it's going to be Wolverine against Loki. I wonder who's going to win this fight. Now, I remember testing this. I do remember doing this fight on one of the initial builds. And I actually had a hard time. However, it looks like Noah's doing way better than I did.
I mean, it's not an easy task, that you just slice through.
Mm-hmm.
Pun intended.
I think the problem initially when I was playing, I just kept getting frozen.
Yeah.
Noah's doing way better.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he took him down and easy.
See you later, Loki. Oh, wait.
And of course, what's Loki without having some Loki clones out there?
Some tricks. Okay.
Looks like he's doing-
Almost.
That's one clone down, another clone down. Come on, Noah. No, help me.
Yeah.
Come on, Noah, do it.
Got it. Who's that? Oh.
Oh, nope. And then.
What is happening?
No.
Oh, no.
No, no.
Oh, no.
Well, we're sure. Unlike, well, I mean, he did better. He did better than I did. Although I did.
He got very far.
So we're looking forward to many players actually doing better and showing us what they, how good they are.
You know what? It's hard to do. You don't automatically clear it right away. It does take some practice.
So anyway, that's just a tiny peek of the new story mission. We look forward to players checking out. Once again, this is the All War story mission. It's an Asgard-related story, so we're hoping many players will enjoy it.
All right, that'll be fun.
So speaking of story missions, players will be glad to know that we actually revamped our current story missions in the game by granting players the ability to select any of their own characters. So in addition to playing as characters such as Black Widow, Captain America, and Iron Man, players can actually choose any of their characters to play through the story missions, through the different challenges and obstacles. And not only that, of course, there's always more. Players will actually be given access to a new challenge mode within the story mission called Ultimate Mode. So here players can choose only their T3 or Awakened characters to play through the challenges because it's a higher difficulty level. So that's why only characters that are your T3 and Awakened will be able to play. So we're looking forward for many players to test it out. So if you need some place to test your new T3 Hulk, this is a place to do it.
Wow.
So let's go and take a look how it actually plays in game.
It's got to be only the toughest of the tough.
Yep. So we can see here we're getting ready. We're getting set to go, and we're going to have T3 Mr. Fantastic, Wolverine, and of course the Hulk.
Nice.
So going into it, we can see the Hulk is all ready to go. Of course, many players will recognize this map. This is the first story mission players look at during like the tutorial.
Emergency dispatch, 1-1.
But of course, the only difference is, of course, as opposed to playing as Captain America, you are actually the Hulk.
I think the Hulk can handle this.
Yeah, this is like mission 1-1. But if you notice, again, he's T3 and the enemies aren't being hit. They're not being devastated in one hit. So it just goes to show, yeah, the difficulty is increased quite a bit. You go, there's his T3.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you just expect the enemy's health bars to slide down, but they're not, even at this level.
Yeah, so like I said, this mission doesn't look like it's challenging at all, but I'm just saying, yeah, just noticing that the enemies aren't going down as easily as you think they should. But again, this is only mission 1-1, so it just makes you think, what happens in the other missions? So players who have difficulty with like the MODOK levels, because like me, like, yeah, I still have difficulty with the MODOK levels. So just imagine doing that with in this mode.
Wow, this is a real proving ground.
Yeah, it just means I need to get better T3s. And of course, this is Noah currently playing the levels. Like I said, he's doing pretty well.
He's doing well, it's Hulk. He's at full health. Nice. All right, here comes Iron Man. This is the original cutscene, I think.
Yeah, so the cutscenes will still be the same, but as far as gameplay-wise, players can now be able to, similar to the previous version, players will now be able to choose any of their own characters and be able to have fun. So we look forward to players having fun with that.
Awesome.
And of course, Shadowland also has some additional changes as well. The last floor before the Infinite floor has actually been expanded from the 30th floor to the 35th floor. And also the first clear rewards have also been added for the 31st to the 35th floor as well. So be sure to check that out.
Okay, now it's time for my favorite part, which is talking about the Marvel Comics origins of all the characters that we've introduced for this Marvel Future Fight update. So Kate has shown us all about what they can do in game, but who are they? What makes them tick? Well, to find that out, you can actually read many different comics that are out now. Of course, Marvel Future Fight is written by actual Marvel Comics writers, and there's some crossover. For instance, all of the characters here can be, they're all Hulk characters, so it's not the same comic for everyone this time. For instance, Amadeus Cho We know him pretty well, don't we, Cage?
Of course.
He is, of course, from Totally Awesome Hulk. He is also known as Brawn currently, and he is a member of the Agents of Atlas. This is the Brawn uniform. So check him out in Champions for sure. We also have Jennifer Walters. She's one of my favorites. This is a slightly different take for her. You did mention this is the Earth's Mightiest Heroes look. But if you want to learn more about her, Avengers number 2 and Avengers number 8 are pretty good for explanations about who she is and what she's about. For Abomination, who is a new character this update, we recommend Tales to Astonish number 90. And for Red She-Hulk, our other new character, you can read about her more in Incredible Hulk number 610 and Red She-Hulk number 58. And we have what the bulk of this Hulk update is about, to me at least, which is Immortal Hulk, which is the basis for our new Hulk uniform. And this is a comic run by Al Ewing. It's so good. It is complete horror fun. If you like 80s horror movies, I think you're going to like this a lot. And if you aren't necessarily a Hulk fan, I mean, Cage and I discovered that this was just a gold mine. Even, there was so much potential for the character that I'd never seen or even thought of before.
No, I agree. I myself am also not a huge Hulk fan. I lean more towards Iron Man. But after reading this issue, because also, like I said, I wasn't too privy in Hulk knowledge, but after reading at least halfway through the issue, he was just puts the Hulk in a whole new limelight. Just the way his intelligence, the way he's methodical, and more than he does. He's not the basic, he's not just a massive.
Not like
Hulk
a screaming, rage machine. He
that's
has a
part
method.
of it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to it, so we highly encourage everyone to check it out if you haven't.
Definitely, I can't recommend this run enough.
All right, and that does it with that segment. So, of course, we have another fun segment. We did it in the last time. We got some positive feedback for it. So, Kim, why don't you go ahead and lead us off?
That's right. Our friends from the Sneak Peek team are back. It's Noah and Justin, and they are feeling competitive once again. So we're going to go back to them with the challenge run. Self-imposed challenges in Marvel Future Fight. Take it away, guys.
I'm voting for Noah.
That's rude. You do? Okay. All right, sure.
Hey guys, we're back by semi-popular demand, and don't worry, King Cage, I won't let you down this time.
I ain't scared. As the reigning champ, I'm scared of nothing.
Okay, great, perfect. I like the confidence. It'll be all the sweeter when I take you down. We're gonna start out with another quick build. 3 minutes to throw a build together.
All right, let's go. I'm already thinking too much.
I know. I'm definitely thinking too much. I'm trying to be like a little clever here. But
do it better than me then. I've already given up. Again, we have not touched these characters yet. We don't know anything about them.
No.
It's hard to be cocky and talk trash when you have no faith in what you've just done.
Okay, so when I said I was trying to be clever, I think I noticed at one point some of his skills appear to be scaling with HP. So I actually, and I could be completely ruining my chances here because I could be completely wrong.
I hope you are, yeah. Go on.
With how the scaling goes. I haven't exactly crunched the numbers, but I gave him a CDB of regeneration because that's the only one I had that had HP, max HP buff. And then for the ISO 8s, so I gave him some vital ISO 8s for more HP. Again, just a total gamble.
You are in such better shape than I am.
What? Really?
I think I was focusing too much on trying to hopefully get some good ISO 8 rolls when I should have just been slapping ISOs on just to take any bonus I could have.
The time goes way too fast.
I know, and I think I wasn't thinking all the way through. I just threw a Blessing of Asgard on the Hulk, and I was like, yeah, that's what I got. I panicked. So I did slap a CTP on everybody, but it was just kind of at random. So I think I just threw, just kind of random rage destruction, rage on a Hulk, kind of trying to go all in on him. I'm hoping. Yeah, Amadeus has a rage. I don't know. So that's just kind of game plan. Hey, look, man, it's good enough to take you down.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
So
All right.
The way we want to go this route is going to be almost like a fantasy draft, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So as the previous champ, I'm going to back down and allow Noah first choice, which I think we all can assume is going to be a T3 character.
So gracious of you.
No, I'm a generous god.
I gotta say, yeah, I thought it was a really cool suggestion that we got from somebody in the community, and so thanks for that. We're gonna keep trying to improve these as long as you guys want us to keep doing them. So, all right, well, to nobody's surprise, I am definitely picking Tier 3 Hulk, the Immortal Hulk.
So I'm gonna take, I guess, the hopefully second and only other obvious choice of Amadeus Cho with his awakening skill.
All right, going for Abomination.
You're an abomination, Noah. His leadership is solid in this.
Let's take a look at
which
that.
also leads me to be a little upset that we're doing Proxima. Otherwise, I would go for She-Hulk next for her leadership against males. But I guess I'm going to take She-Hulk. Let's try the new character out. Red She-Hulk. Sorry, I'm taking Red She-Hulk.
Okay.
I think right now we both either have an option for choosing a standard support character such as Shuri, Phil Coulson, or if you want, you can take She-Hulk.
Right. Okay. I've got a villain on my team, so as far as the support goes, I'm picking Shuri. I'm just gonna go with it.
Are we limited to only support, or can I pick a leadership?
You can.
All right, then I'm going to combat your Abomination leadership and just throw Nick Fury in here. To recap, so we're gonna be doing Proxima, Stage 9, no strikers. Ready?
Oh,
3,
okay. Going.
Go. Let me do
All right.
quick damage down. Oh no, that okay.
Well, I'm letting Abomination do a little work, and honestly, it's pretty impressive.
Okay, I got Amadeus
Actually-
out, and he's not doing a lot. Let me try his awakening skill, which has all sorts of friends.
Wow. Hulk's
Okay.
Tier 3 skill is already available,
I'm
but Proxima is launching her spears, so I'm gonna
not doing any damage.
Okay, I'm going 5 cancel. Well, Tier 3. Oh my god! Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Justin. It's fine. Oh my god.
Well, you don't got Luna Snow on your side, so.
Oh my god. What?
Okay.
Sorry.
Catch. Sorry.
Oh my god. I'm done.
You're done. I'm just behind you with only 15 bars left.
Oh my god.
So it was a close one. Noah gets 1 point.
1 point. This is redemption, Justin. Sweet, delicious redemption.
I don't like it. Ego's all I got, Noah. You take that away from me, I'm just a puddle of a man sitting on the floor.
I'll agree to that.
No. Jeez. All right, round 2.
Round 2. Okay, you're just calling it. Okay.
I'm done. I'm done with this.
Okay.
I put the past behind me. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Let's go.
Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna change things up this time for round 2, and we're gonna try Alliance Battle.
All right, so since there's only 2 female characters in this update, Red She-Hulk or She-Hulk, She-Hulk, and then Shuri for support. That sound good? Same 3 characters across the board. Fair is fair. Fast as one wins.
Fair is fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Loading.
I used Hulk as my lead. I'm gonna get that against male bonus. I hope you didn't. I wanted to say after we started.
You mean She-Hulk? No, I
Yes.
used her. I definitely used her.
Okay.
I'm not an amateur.
I know,
I
but I was hoping you get frazzled like I do.
That does happen. I am intermediate at best, but I know at least that much.
Oh man, the skill cooldown is not fast. Oops, not Shuri. That's not cheating.
Yeah, on She-Hulk. I think I'm having better luck with Red She-Hulk.
Well, she brings the fire, man.
She does. Now I'm
She
wishing
rains hell upon you.
Done.
Seconds before me. Seconds.
Oh, it tastes so sweet. I didn't know it would taste so sweet, but it does.
I don't like this. Well, next time, Noah.
Okay. I'll be ready.
Next time.
I'll be
Next
ready
time.
with my button fingers.
God, you're not even good at being cocky. You don't deserve this crown. Man.
Is this not intimidating?
Put the jazz fingers away. Just send it back to Cage and Kim. I don't want to do this anymore.
All right, everyone. That about does it for us this time. We've been over quite a bit, and we have so much more to come. Thank you so much for playing, for watching, and joining us here today.
Yep, and of course, thank you guys for joining us. We enjoy all the different feedback and all the different things you guys have to say in the comments. So feel free, especially when the update goes live. We'd love to know your feedback on the new story missions. So, like I said, something we're personally fond of is the fact that now players, because many players have been asking to play as their own characters in the story missions. Now you guys can. So we look forward to hearing and seeing all the different stories you guys share for the update. So have fun, be safe.
All right, till next time, agents.
So long.